Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Abzan Control, but not the one that you're familiar with. So last few times I played Abzan Control, it was very token heavy, and somebody rightfully told me that I should probably play was it Caretaker's Talon, which I did in one of the games, one of the videos, but this time I want to try a different version. I want to try an Abzan Control that's just steal your deck, and that was how I played Golgari with Outrageous Robbery. This time, we're really going outrageous. There's 4 robberies in this deck. And this deck is basically Golgari ramp that also has white elements so that we can put in things like White Sun Zenith, things like Sunfall, and things like Seize and Desist. Right, so this whole deck is just got an additional element to the Abzan part, or to the Golgari part in Abzan, and let's hope it does well, because the whole idea is that there are a lot of enchantment decks out there, and enchantment decks die to Terra Thunder because we can stop their enchantments, and if they go too wide, we can Seize and Desist and destroy all artifacts and enchantments, even our own. But okay, that's fine. We're still gonna blow up their board. And we're going to mill them out. We're going to mill them out with Realm Breaker, and we're going to mill them out with stealing half their deck with Outrageous Robbery. So here's how this deck works. In the early game, look at this craziness. One cut down, one go for the throw. That's it. That's all we got for the early game removal. We also have 3 Terra Thunder and 4 Up the Beanstalk. So we're going to make sure that if there's enchantments and artifacts, we can kill them, and we get our card draw when we need to. Then I'm going to move this to the side here because those are not real cards. Then we also have the actual 2-drop removal in 4 Virtue Persistence that we can use Lockwing Scorn to -3/-3 a creature. A lot of creatures have dice triggers now, so -3/-3 means that they can't fling it at us. That's also part of the strategy. And we have another 2-mana card in Seize and Desist. We can play the Seize side to exile 2 cards from a graveyard and gain 2 life and draw a card. So if our opponent is obviously not playing a graveyard strategy, then we can utilize this to get another card draw. But if our opponent is playing the Blue-Eye Reanimator or some other graveyard synergy deck, then we can hold our Seize to exile their win con. Alright, so then we also have, in the 3 drops, 4 Cornucopia, so that we can ramp up the mana, and then 1 Realm Breaker. Realm Breaker also can help us ramp up the mana, but it ramps even better because every time we mill our opponent, we get an extra land, hopefully, and we can ramp out a lot faster that way. But we also mill them out. On the 4 drop, we have a massive removal in Urgent Necropsy, collect a bunch of evidence, and remove a bunch of cards. And we also have Bury in the Garden, which is a ramp and a removal 2-in-1. Then we have, in the 5 drop, 1 Sunfall. You might wonder how come you don't have 1 Sunfall. Because we have 4 Deadly Cover-Up. So instead of just going the Sunfall route and try to make a token, we're going to go Deadly Cover-Up and go the Surgical Extraction route. Go into their deck and remove their win cons when we can. And then for our 6 drop, nothing. 7 drop, Nissa. Nissa is a 5, 6, 7 drop, right? You can play her for 5. It will come in with 3 loyalty. Play her for 6. She'll come in with 5 loyalty, or play her for 7, and she'll come in with 7 loyalty. And either way, we're most likely going to use the -1 part of Nissa to blow up artifact and enchantments. More artifact and enchantment hate. We need it in today's world. Alright, and then for the X spell, we got 1 White Sun's Twilight. We need a lot of life gain. We can White Sun's Twilight. We need a win con and push in with the mites. We have White Sun's Twilight. And then we have 4 Outrageous Robbery. We can always rob them. And the beauty of this is if you have 4 in your deck, you don't have to hold them for an ultimate win con. You can always play this for X equals 3 for a 5-mana play, and then trigger up the Beanstalk. You draw 1 card on your side and 3 cards from your opponent's side. A 5-mana draw 4 card isn't that bad. Even if 3 of those cards are your opponent's cards, it's not that bad, right? So that's the whole idea of the Abzan Control, but it is a control deck. We'll also end up with 7 drop in Virtue Persistence when we can play that, and then 6 drop in the Desist side when we can play that. Desist can destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Be careful how you play this because it'll blow up all your Beanstalks and all your Cornucopias and even your Bury in the Garden. But sometimes it needs to be done, and when you do that, you also trigger up the Beanstalk because this is a 6-drop play, so you trigger up the Beanstalk and you draw cards for it. So sometimes you might mill yourself out, you draw too many cards. Desist can also stop you from doing that. And finally, let's talk about the land base. 26 lands in this deck, and it's a little bit finicky. So I definitely copied this land base. Let me move these to the side. I definitely copied this land base. So we have 1 plane, 1 swamp, 1 forest in case we get basic check. Then we have 1 Cave of Koilos, 3 Concealed Courtyard, and 1 Scour Baron. 3 Blooming Marsh and 4 Restless Cottage for green-black. And then for green-white, we have 1 Blossoming Sand, 1 Brushland, and 3 Razorverge Thicket. So we need a lot of dual-colored lands in this deck to make the 3-color work. But so far, it's been working. And we have 1 Demo Field, 3 Fountainport, and 2 Mirrex. So the Fountainport, I think you can cut that from 3 down to 2 and add an additional Demo Field if you feel like there's a lot of utility lands that you need to kill. Otherwise, I think this land split is working. All right, and that's really all I got. Let's go into the games. All right, our opponent is Fell Hickman. Oh, Hickman fell. I'm gonna go first. 2 Beanstalks. Let's hope that works. Let's hope that works. I'm not actually quite sure how this is supposed to work. It's gonna duress probably my robbery, but there's 4 robberies. Maybe he'll duress the Beanstalk, but there's 2, so one of them's coming down. Okay, that was the last card I thought he was gonna duress, but okay, that works. Well, there's 2 swamps, so we're just gonna go up the Beanstalk a lot. We'll play the Cottage. Next turn we'll have 4 mana. Slasher. Sure thing. I want to throw out the Cornucopia, right? But then what do I do? I can just exile it, but I want to do this. You can come back. True Claw's Heist. Oh well, he's giving me an extra card. He's gonna rob me? You can try to rob me. I have so much more lands than he does. And if when I run a robbery for 3, I draw so many cards. You know, I don't lose a land drop, hopefully. Okay, I won't miss a land drop thanks to the way the freaking thing worked. Do I show this swamp or do I show a Brushland here? I don't want to show his swamp. Alright, is he going to kill one of my Beanstalks? Cruel Claw's Heist. Really on it.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about them. Don't overthink things.
Well, I guess I can do it again. Make token. Exile. Daily cover up.
I knew this was a waste of time.
Hey, look, you're Unstoppable Slasher. I stopped it again. You can use the Terra Thunder on something, but I don't really have anything for him. Discard. Cornucopia? Okay. He took out my Cornucopia? That's just 1 land. Do I want to give him a card? Or do I just want to steal, like, a buttload of cards from him? Does he have anything in the graveyard? He doesn't, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can steal 5 cards from him. I'd say that's decent. he knows this robbery's coming. So, right, that's 1, 2, 3, that's 6, 7. So steal 5 cards. I draw 2 cards. And I steal 5 cards. Whoa! That's enough removal to go for days. Alright. Let's give him a card. I'm gonna heist you. What do you have? Blood Letter of Aklazad? Ah. That seems like a fun card to have. I'll take it. And then why don't we do this? That's 1, 2, 3. That don't do that much, right? Tear Thunder, Deadly Cover Up. That will do the trick. I draw 2 cards. Alright, let's get rid of all that unstoppable slasher craziness. What is this deck anyways? Bloodletter, Shieldra, Crew Claws. Okay. That's what you're planning on doing. Stop all of that from happening. I have 3 Shieldra's Edict. I don't really think I have to worry about any Planeswalkers anymore. Yep. You can take a card. None of these are really going to help you, but maybe you'll take my Virtue. What do you take? Terra Thunder. Yeah, GG. Haha. Couldn't fight through all of that value, I guess. Right, our opponent is Tomato. Dude, are you just a tomato? Alright, we got our 1 go for the throat. We have our Virtue. We have a Terror, and we have a Seize. Actually, no black mana. So none of this is gonna matter. Fun. Orzhov? Orzhov is a different color combo. I haven't seen Orzhov for a minute. There's a Razor Verge ticket. Okay, they're not Orzhov, they're Esper. Esper Control, Esper Reanimator, Esper something. Could they be Domain? These are all basic land types. Okay. Overlord. It's got nothing. So I think it's a Reanimator. Let's just get rid of that right now. So we don't have to worry about it too much. A 3rd thicket. We're getting thick. Thick as thieves. Is there anything for me to even target here? I mean, it's a Reanimator deck. I don't want to just run out my Cease and Desist. I will run out my Fountainport. Not getting my black mana. Up them beanstalk. Like a 1/1. Make something happen. Corny? Would this deck have counterspells? With all this stuff, is it likely to have counterspells? I don't know. Hard to say. definitely had something there. I think he's gonna summon an Overlord, right? I don't want him to draw a card. I have one black mana now. From the Cornucopia, funny enough. Okay, he didn't do anything. I did not draw a land in my 20, 26, 27 land deck. So maybe I'll draw a land from his deck. Actually, I can't. Huh. It's gonna Leyline Bind something. Bind my Cornucopia. I'm gonna make a treasure in response. It's something. I have 5 mana this way with the treasure, right? If I get an extra mana, I can desist and give back my Cornucopia and maybe break his Overlord if he plays another Overlord. That's about it. Reserve. I didn't want to fight that, but I guess we're gonna have to take. Oh, okay. That's interesting because now Zer is helping me. I don't want to desist. I can just Sunfall. I think I Sunfall this, right? I might have made a mistake. Maybe Deadly Cover would have been better there because I don't have more black mana. I only have 1 black mana anyways, so would have broken the treasure. So no more Zer for now. Was thinking about putting out another Leyline Binding. Yep. At least I can desist next turn with the treasure. It's not great, but it's something. Overlord? Yeah, I don't think I have. Well, I could Deadly Cover Up to kill the Overlord. I don't know if that's worth it. I also don't think it's worth it to desist here. Just off one thing. It will break my treasure, right? And I still don't have black mana after all this. So maybe I just go for the throw and hope for the best. What does he even have in the graveyard? Nothing much. Yeah, we go for the throw and hope for the best. Keep the Desist open if we need to. I'm gonna sack this 3/3 to draw a card. It's crazy. As crazy as it sounds, I'm gonna need more card draw anyways. Do I? I hit him for no. That can't be right. Nisa. The Ascendant Animus. 1, 2, 3. I think they just play it. For 7. For 5. Then we go down to 4. We'll get our Cornucopia back. Our Animus has ascended.
Phyrexia is the end of evolution.
Give me back my Cornucopia, you jerk. It's stealing it every single time he gets. He's got another Leyline Binding. Oh, it's just a good loss. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't use my treasure.
You won't stop becoming him. The descent will be cut off at the root.
Oh, this game's been funky. Downright detestable. Temporary lockdown, you say? Well, I don't want to waste a test on this. So you got it. Lock down my 1 treasure and 2 maps. I guess it's something. It's not nothing. It's annoying. Hey, we got up the Beanstalk, finally. After the temporary lockdown hits, we can go up a Beanstalk. 2 Virtue. I definitely want to land a Virtue. We got their up the Beanstalk. That's not good. That's not good, right? I feel like their up the Beanstalk is better than my up the Beanstalk. I can take their Overlord. That's just gonna mill me out. Nothing really else I want. This Overlord is scary, but how scary is it? Oh. It's playing a weird. He didn't play it as an Overlord. Which means that my Desist will kill his board and my board. I'm not gonna counter you. I just Virtue twice. If I Virtue twice, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Virtue twice. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if I Virtue twice, that would mean that I cannot. Yeah, I would not be able to make another treasure. So I Virtue once. Now take a hit. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But I gotta fight through this somehow. I'm not drawing lands after all this. Don't know how this happened, but it happened. Phyrexian. I don't even know what Phyrexian he has. Atraxa? It's probably Atraxa in his deck. Yeah. Okay, let's make another treasure. Gotta keep making treasures because of the lack of lands being drawn. Now we deadly cover up. Draw a card this way, right? Concealed Courtyard. Cool. What do I take out here? The Leyline Binding? He's already down 2 Leyline Bindings. Get lost. It's pretty annoying. Overlord of the Mistmoor is also very scary. There's already 1 on the board. Leyline Binding draws him a card, right? That's what I don't want to happen. He does have an Atraxa, so we're gonna have to fight through that. And this Xur. Oh man, that's so much value in this deck. I'll have to fight through it somehow. I don't like it, but it must be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 mana, which is not enough for anything. He can Atraxa now if he wants to. He goes up the Beanstalk again. Draw another card. Is it time for us to desist? It might be time for us to desist. We have the land base that we need for most of the stuff. He plays the Atraxa, so I can't desist anymore this turn. It's quite annoying. There's a lot of Overlord he can get too. I could just run him out of stuff, though. I think... What did I exile anyways? I exiled Leyline Binding, right? Yeah, I exiled Leyline Binding. He still has Get Lost in his deck. But maybe not that much. Which means that my Virtue can just virtually take him out. Alright, he's getting 1 Get Lost and 2 Overlords. Sack a token and draw a card. I do need all the mana value I can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do need all the mana I can get, but that's not saying much. Alright, if I make a fish, it just dies and I lose 1 life for no reason. If I sack this, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana to use on... I think I still need to sack treasure to draw a card. I get a cut down. Might as well not draw that card. Cornucopia. I'm gonna hold on to the Cornucopia for the time being. Steady cover up again. Let's take out the Nisa. I draw another card. What am I gonna draw here? Third Virtue. Alright, let's take out the Atraxas. It's getting ridiculous. There's a lot of Overlords. Don't know how to fight through those. There's 1 Atraxa in the deck. Well, that got me. That got me real good. I should have seen it. I saw it before, but I was not thinking. I honestly was not thinking. Alright, so maybe he'll play 2 Overlords. So our Desist will do something. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's not enough. So he has a Get Lost, right? And it's also a Xur. It's gonna hit us for 7. Cut one of those down. I don't think that anything else is going to matter here. Oh, I could have blocked the 7/7. What am I doing? No, that's not fun here. Not fun for me for sure. He has 4 more mana. He can play another Mistmore and draw 2 more cards. He's down to 17 cards. It's not that many. But I'm dead next turn, so I gotta do something about the board. Okay, not the Overlord I thought he was gonna use, but it's actually good for me. Can I get a Sunfall though? 'Cause I'm gonna need a Sunfall. Do I desist? I think I desist right now because I'm not getting much out of it. So let's take out his let's take out the Zerg. I don't think I'm gonna get Deadly Cover Up, and he has Overlords in his deck. That's just 1 life. That's just a Cornucopia. Alright, so I'm desisting this turn. Then I'm double virtuing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's exactly enough, right? Oh no, I desisted. Why the hell did I use desist? I was too salty. Too salty is my middle name. Ooh. Oh boy. I did get the card I need. That's very unexpected. I'm gonna Sunfall him, give me a 4/4. And then we will Blossoming Sand. I don't know if I can get anywhere with this, even with all this. Threw the desist. I threw it. I don't know why I threw it. But just like I can gain 2 life. Yeah, too tilted, honestly, to play the game out because of what happened, and he has a get lost too. And he has 9 cards. And he has Zerg? Why didn't he use Zerg before? I was not expecting this. Huh. Okay. I did draw this, so I guess I'm desisting first before anything else, right? Let's tap this for a... a lot of green mana. Let's have for a white mana. I don't think it matters. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Man, I thought I threw the game, but maybe I'll be able to come back from this. I have a swamp in the deck, right? I swear to God, if I don't have a swamp left in the deck. I don't have a swamp left in the deck. At least I had 1 basic land left in the deck before I did that dumb thing. Alright. Alright, I'm at 13. I hope he can't deal 13 damage to me this turn, and I'm gonna rob his last 8 cards out of his deck. That was a game. I thought I threw the game when I played a desist for whatever reason. I don't know. The game lasted too long. My brain was fried. And I came back, and this happened. This deck. This deck. This whole thing is just wonky. Attacks for 4. I'm at 9, which is not 0. Thanks to all the virtue. Does he somehow have something to mill his, like, shuffle his graveyard back? Hack Arena? Shuffles Ulamog into his deck? I don't know. Okay, let's not screw this up. I'm gonna rob him. I'm gonna rob 8 cards from him. Do I have 2 black? I have 2 black. I have exactly 2. Well, I have Cornucopia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can take 12 cards, or I can take 10 cards, but I'm just gonna take 8. See how nice of a guy I am? Overlord. Yeah. I wouldn't be dead to this board. You gotta play another thing. Or make sure you have a Zerg. And hope that doesn't... Really? You have 7 cards left. You sure you want to keep doing that? And you were gonna draw a card? I'm speechless, man. Maybe he has counterspells in the deck. I didn't see any counterspell. I kind of looked through his whole deck. Is he just playing his whole deck? Getting ready to lose. Well, you know what? GG. How many cards left? 5? I want to take exactly 5 cards from your deck. Maybe you have a basic land I can play, and I'm gonna Realm Breaker you if you do something. Nah, GG. Milled yourself out. Too much value. Oh man, I can't stop at Beanstalk. That was such a long, drawn-out game. I don't know if I love it or hate it, but that Zerg is so good, and the tracks have really got me, right? So I think I exiled the right cards. Yeah. All right, our opponent is Codicilo. What does Codicilo bring us? Who cares? They go first. We got our 1 go for the throw in our hand. Let's see how that works. Oh boy. Blue, black. Mid-range? Looks like it. We got double Terra Thunder. Here comes Fairy. Yeah. Kill the Fairy. He's probably got more fairies, to be honest. Not yet, but he will. You can bury in the garden something, maybe. Also not yet. Now we got Cease and Desist, which isn't very good against their deck, but at least we can exile some cards. He's gonna want to play something. No? He no play something? So I don't draw a second card this turn. So if you had a Fairy Mastermind, it wouldn't matter to me. Go to my turn. Let's play out the Cornucopia, I guess. Alright, he lets the Cornucopia out. That's all I have. What is this weird Dimir control deck? It's really weird, right? It's Dimir control for sure. But like, it's looking at the Cornucopia. Is he trying to attack me with the Reef? The Bronco. Well, I was not expecting a Bronco. We can try to bury. How good is this to try to bury it? You can counter unless I pay 2. Maybe he has a 3 steps ahead. That's fine, right? Put on a swamp. Spell stutter. How much did I pay? 2? Do you have another spell stutter? Is that the plan? No? Okay. What did he... I don't know. What do you think was gonna happen? He didn't even use that mana. That was just a waste of a spell stutter. Oh, here comes the Doom. Ha ha ha! GG. So, what do you say, huh? You got 6 cards left. What if I try to steal 6 cards from you? Sucker. Oh look, you have no deck. Goodbye, Cordelio. Oh, that was such a weird play, but hey, you know, he can do what he wants. Still died. Alright, our opponent is Show. Show him your moves. Oh, he's gonna show me his moves. Damn it. Alright, it's some fast lands, but our opponent goes first. See if we can ramp into it. Mortuary. Another Golgari deck. No fun. We don't have a turn 1 play, so might as well drop the tap land while we can. Yeah, it didn't matter, right? It did not matter at all. Here comes our being. There goes our beanstalk. We're gonna have to get out of that somehow. Of course, we don't top deck a beanstalk. That'd be too good. Galissa. Submit 0. Then you draw a card and gain 2 life. It's a land! Yay! Concealed Courtyard. Cornucopia. They get to draw a card on us. Alright, here we go. Get rid of that Cease and Desist. We're gonna club your board. Could have some sort of interaction. I don't know, but I'm gonna take their bat. Alright, there is another Galissa. Archfiend and Shieldred. It is that deck. It is that deck that sucks, but somehow always keep winning when it's against me. Shieldred. Very annoying. But they got it. He's not alive. We get a Virtue? Virtue's not that great. We can take out Galissa with a Virtue. Maybe he plays Arching here. Guess we have to deadly cover up. Draw 2 cards, but go down to 4. And we gain 1 life to go up to 5. Yeah, it's not fun, huh? And something we have to do. Put another tap land, we pass the turn. It's okay. It's okay. We're still alive. Another shielder is not great. I gotta say, it's not great. What do we equip it on? The cave? The blossoming sand. Let's equip on the blossoming sand. So that's gonna add 1, 2, right? Enchanted land tap for mana adds an additional 1. So 1, 2, 3. That's not 4. Duress. Oh yeah. It's probably gonna take my robbery. Maybe the virtue. Yeah, the virtue. Okay. So then he takes Kalissa. I don't want to exile the Kalissa, right? I'm more afraid of the Kalissa with shield. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna gain some life. And draw another card. I get my virtue back. Good. Haha! Thoughtseize bug in action. My turn. Okay. Super Thoughtseize bug. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough. Play the virtue. I draw 2 cards. And GG! You stupid Duress bug. What is it called? The bats. Yeah. This is what happens when I play that deck. I feel like our opponent always has the answer and top deck the best cards. Suck it. Alright, our opponent is Cole. Rake him over a Cole. You go first. Yeah, okay. That's a keepable hand going first. Let's hope they're not too fast. Let's also hope they're not Golgari, but this with this pupper, I think they're Boros. Also, they're at. Looking to be Boros. Oh yeah, I called it. Alright, well, they're not playing anything, so let me up the Beanstalk. Draw a card, it's a land. So I can Virtue whatever he plays here. This is a Carrot Cake. I mean, I can still Virtue a Carrot Cake, but that's not the type of Boros I thought it would be. So he could Forge, he could Talon next turn, and both of which kind of tells me I don't want to Virtue this 1/1, right? That's how it goes. Whatever he plays, I want to Terria Thunder. That's the immediate plan anyways. Okay, so no Forge. Maybe it's Talons? I can take this 1. It is Talent. Rip it. Alright, corny. Definitely corny. Into a Virtue. Now he can Forge me. Forge is bad, but maybe I'll get out of it somehow. Enduring Innocence. So it's gonna be a creature regardless, right? Whenever one or more creature. Okay. When Enduring Innocence dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield. So I wonder if this works. I gotta try it out, right? What I want to do is I Virtue it, and then in response to the ability, I'm gonna Desist it. I gotta go full control. Decline. Resolve. Sure. Oh, I could pay green, right? Why am I playing black? So weird. Now I gain 2 life. Exile it so you don't get it, and I draw a card. It's a robbery. Alright, full control work there. But I did miss a land draw because of it. Another Innocence. Now that's pretty annoying. Do I want to stop this card draw with a cover-up? If I have Beanstalk here and I draw a land, I still won't be able to cover up, huh? I let him draw one card, but I draw 2 cards with my cover-up next turn. So I think I'll do that. He draws a card from this. Actually, when he kept to the top, I could have robbed it. But robbing one card isn't that great. Is it a talent? It's probably a talent. No, it's a forge. Okay. Forge looks scary, right? But I think I will be able to survive for long enough. Thanks to Cornucopia here. Okay. Yeah, let's do this first. I draw 2 cards and I gain 1 life. Okay, so he has nothing. Good. Also, I can't take those out because that's all he has. That's not good. And then in the graveyard, that's it. And the search. So I don't need to play an untapped land this turn. Does he even have anything? He doesn't, right? He has Get Lost, so he can kill my Virtue. But honestly, my Virtue isn't doing anything anyways. He doesn't know that. Having a Virtue out there is always scary, right? And I draw 2 cards because of it. I can just rob him. I draw a lot of cards if I rob him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna rob 6 cards. Poison. He's gonna Fountainport? He didn't scry, so you can have this card. Let's see what you got. I draw 2 cards. Somehow, I'm not getting my Terra Thunder. They do get my Fountainport. There's the Terra Thunder. That's... Oh boy, that's a hand. That's definitely a hand. I don't even need their Caretaker's Talent, right? The Pyroclasm can get rid of everything. Oh, it's a sorcery. Nope. Cannot get rid of everything he has. So... I think I'm gonna tear. I don't have to tear right now. I can tear on his main phase. So if I'm doing the Terra Thunder, what else am I doing next turn? Nothing. Am I making a token? I could be. So I should be dropping the Fountainport, right? Let's see. All these are sorceries, so I'm not gonna play it. Nyrics. There your forge. Does he have a sack? I don't think he has a sack to the forge. I can take out the carrot cake, but I don't think that's worth it. So if I make a token right here, he'll probably kill it. But that's fine. Make him use his burn spells. Not like I have planeswalkers, but I draw a card. Right? So at least there's that. Oh ho ho ho! I'm gonna steal his whole deck. Okay. So I don't really have creatures here, but can always just pyro. Get Cornucopia first. I can get rid of the torch. Don't have any creatures in my graveyard. I don't have any creatures in his graveyard. So maybe we just Deadly Cover Up. Well, if he Deadly Cover Up, right? So he's just gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. He doesn't make 2, he makes 1. And then when I try to block, yeah, it's pretty risky. So let's do it this way. Pyroclasm. Sacks to draw. And then we'll play the Citadel. His Citadel. And we'll play that on... I don't need it on white, right? Do I need it on red? I don't think so either. Just play on black. I can make a fish right here. And I'll draw a card this way. He also makes a token, but this means now he can't stop me from copying it. He has to kill both of them if he wants to get the damage through. He gets his Caretaker's Talent. He's at 33 cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't need to draw any more cards. I got 11 mana. If I double rob him, that's more or less his whole deck, right? 11 mana is 9 cards. I take 9 cards twice. Well, next time I'm going to take 10 cards. The turn after that I can take 11 cards. Ooh, High Noon. That's not good for him at all. Buddy? You sure about that? I mean, I could break everything he has. It will break everything I have too. I can just Sunfall this. Sunfall giving me a 3/3. That's pretty useful, right? Maybe I make a Fountainport token? No, I think I Sunfall to make a 3/3. Make another Fountainport token this way. He doesn't have red to torch. Maybe I use it right now. That seems pretty good. Make this a 5/5. It will be a pretty good blocker. I still have 3 mana for something. Nothing useful anyways. Mirix on his turn to draw. 32 cards. Which mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next turn will be 13, which means I can take 11 cards from him. Take 11 and take 12. So take 11, he's at 20. Take 12, he's at 8 cards. That's not lethal. Alright, if I grind it out with Desist, I can get there. But if it seems like a lot. Okay, I can deadly cover up the Caretaker's talent. Should I do that? Alright, so I am not gonna do that. I don't think that's worth it. Instead, what I want to do is I want to blow up his board. Yeah, I want to blow up his board. He has 3 mana, so I can't do anything with that board yet. I'm going to lose 2 of my mana. But that's the unfortunate thing that has to happen. How much cards do I have left? 31. Okay, enough. So I need a green. I need a white. I have too many cards in my hands anyways. I'm gonna sack that for a draw. I mean, you should. You don't know what I have in my hand. It might be a good play to sack it for a draw. I don't think it's a good play, by the way. But sure thing, buddy. Alright, now I still gotta discard. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there Forge in this graveyard? There's no Forge. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana, and I cannot play a land, so I don't want to deadly cover up nothing. Elegant Parlor. I gotta blow up all his forges, right? High noon. It's kind of annoying, but we'll make do. It also means 1 card a turn for our opponent. So that's not as bad. I should be making treasures, honestly. Right, 29 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. 12 means I can take 10 cards, and then I can take the 11 cards. It's not quite lethal there. He has no creatures in his graveyard. I have no creatures in my graveyard. I think he just wanted to get over here with all the Mirix stuff. So I have 2 Fountainports. I can try to block with those. I'm not even playing a spell every turn. Once he amass enough of a board, I can Sunfall him, right? He didn't even use his Mirix. Yo, what? That's your 1 spell. And you know I have Tear. My 1 spell. Oh, I forgot again. I should be making treasures. I'm gonna need those mana. Okay, a third robbery. Now the game plan changes because I think I have lethal just by robbing him. You want to sack that to draw a card? 28. I have how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is 11 cards I can steal from him. 11 cards are a lot of cards. We're gonna rob you the hell out. Abzan's fun. Abzan's really fun when it gets to that. When it gets to this level. That's all the lands, right? That's all the lands. Give me 11 cards here. Thank you very much. Would you like to torch me? Oh, you would like to quit? GG. That's a whole deck. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those games, how does this deck feel? Abzan Control is very drawn out. And a few games that we played, it took like 20 minutes to make our opponent quit. But they did quit, and we did mill them out with outrageous robbery, and that's fun, right? It's great when the win con is not just we beat them to death, because, well, I do like to have multiple win cons. I don't like the win con to be milling them out, but I don't mind it if it's I stole their deck. So I don't like the blue kind of mill because it's very one-dimensional, whereas in this deck, it's not about milling. It's about stealing your opponent's cards and winning with them. Or it's about exiling them so that they don't have a win con. But some of the combo decks, so if you take out their win con, now they got nothing. The Reanimator deck, if you're able to exile the Oculus and exile the Jin, then they got a bunch of 1/3s that you can just kind of sit there and watch them flail at you. So that's funny. That's very funny for me. And I really like this style of deck because it is control, but it's not counterspell heavy control, right? It's counter playing our opponent, which does require a lot of thinking involving, when to play what card, and it's not a counterspell, so your opponent doesn't get too salty. Sometimes when I play counterspell deck, I counter 2 of their spells and just quit onto like turn 4 or 5, and we're not actually playing the game. But this, they usually play it out, and by the time they realize the inevitable, it's already too late. They already wasted their time, and I have all of their cards robbed. So I like this deck. I think it's fun. There were definitely some frustrating games that lasted forever, but at the end of the day, as long as we win, I'm happy about it. That's what I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.